Okay, hi. So I'm Patrick. I guess most people who will be watching this that we know will know me, and this is Antoine. Most people, again, will know Antoine. And this is the land that the Vineyard Church purchased a couple of years ago. And we moved down here last January, I think. At that time, this building here was an original building on the land, and there was a small mud brick building right here where this bigger one is. The land was originally 5 small plots that we bought all together and have turned it into one big piece, which is about 65 meters by 70, again by about 65 and 30 here at the front. So when we had to move from the building that we were meeting in about a mile from here, closer to the village, Antoine arranged to get permission for the small mud brick house to be renovated. So I'll let Antoine talk a little bit about how that small mud brick building became this larger building.
I think that happened when they just stopped us to meet in the house where we were renting, and then we decided to move on in our land, and we started meeting under that tree, under
the mango tree over
Some
there.
of the people will see in our web that the meeting that we were in under the tree.
That's right.
And from there we decided to, before everything's happened, like to escape the rain.
Yes.
That's when we have the idea of rebuilding, renovated that small mud house. And most of the people in our church contributed to give like sand, and some of them would come to make these bricks. And I think we were lucky to have people to help, and we were able to build this. It's not yet finished, but although we were meeting there.
So it's still a fairly small building. It's like 6 meters by 7 meters, and maybe we can move a little bit further into the land. It was intended to be a temporary building, but it worked very well for quite a while. But with 100 people in there, 6 by 7 meters, it was very close quarters, to say the least. So our plan is to eventually finish this building. It still has a mud floor, it needs glass in the windows, and it needs cement and a ceiling. And the intention is that will be used for children's ministry on Sundays, and used for various other ministries that will go with some of the development projects and things that we're planning to do later. So we'll use that building for that purpose. This house that was originally here, this concrete house, will eventually, our plan is for that to be an office for the pastor. So that's what we're planning at the moment. We just use it for a storeroom. And around the back of the office is our pièce de résistance, our beautiful new building that we were able to build with the help particularly of a large donation from the St. John Vineyard in New Brunswick. So it's a metal structure and a tin roof, and that's what we were able to afford to do, along with the fence that you see all around the property. The people themselves largely contributed the bamboo, which is what we're using as a temporary covering for the walls. Eventually we'd like to put windows in and have a brick finish. Again, the floor is just a regular mud floor. We eventually would like to be able to put a cement floor in there. One of the things that is a fairly immediate requirement or need is for a gutter for the back of the roof, because as the rain comes down, it's destroying the bamboo and it's causing erosion. So we need a gutter, and we'll have to build a big water catchment system down here to take all the rainwater off the roof. You can just see at the end of this building we already have a gutter on that smaller building. We probably would try to even catch the water, even though we have running water here at the property. Like you guys have noticed during the week when we really needed it, it was dry, the mains was shut off, so there was no water. So it would be a good idea for us to have rainwater from the roof to use, to have as a catchment. Down below here you can see the toilet block. There are 4 cubicles there, 2 for ladies, 2 for men, and we intend to put a couple of urinals there also for the guys. That's going to need a little bit more work before that's finished. A few more things to do there. Originally this was very sloped, so we had to do a lot of leveling here on the upper level to put the building in. So in order to save money, we got bags, had them filled with sand to build up the side there. So that was one of our ways of economizing. We did very well with the budget we had. We just went very slightly, I think about 5% over budget on what we had planned to do. So, yeah, like I say, next phase, I think. Well, what would you think, Antoine, is the next priority?
The next priority will be to keep water, like you were saying.
Right, put a gutter in.
And try to make to finish the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
The toilet is not yet finished.
Right.
To cover all the walls very well, have those urinals.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe try to get the water from there to near where the toilets are.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see over there we have, that's our tap, that's our mains water.
Mm-hmm.
So we would need to pipe that water from there through and down to the toilet block down at the corner there.
So it's still quite a lot of things to do, but I think slowly.
Yeah.
You know, like even
we're operational at the moment.
Even this building is not yet finished.
No.
So, but our hope is to try to make this quite usable without water inside.
Okay.
Then we could move on to the toilet and maybe come back to this one and finish it, and lastly have an office.
Nice
office. But I think we'd like also to get a big gate at our entrance here, so we may be able to keep everything safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Another few ideas that we have. Antoine has an idea for this. This is Silver here, our good friend Silver, who's been helping Antoine in the ministry for the last year or so. One of the plans, as I was saying, that Antoine has for this middle section here is to put a volleyball court in for the youth. We did have one at our old building some time ago, and it was very popular. We had a lot of younger people from all around, even other sides of the city, coming to visit and play. The very bottom level, down where the latrines are, we're hoping to do at some point a model garden there, and maybe with some rabbits, and teaching people how they can do simple kitchen garden work in their own compounds. But these are some of our long-term plans just for this piece of land here.